What's going on, guys? JSkeleton with Brand of Gods. Today coming at you some more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee details for you guys and my friends. These are about 17 or so details that you guys probably did not know about. They were not blatantly obvious in the trailer. There's some things that, obviously they discussed at the presentation itself, because there was a Pokemon presentation in Tokyo, and that's where all these reveals came from. So we got some more details, which is very, very interesting stuff. Some sad stuff in here, some exciting stuff, a little bit of both. So we're going to go into this. So again, this was at the Pokemon press conference in Japan. A Q&A was held with the developers and other representatives. And here's basically a summary of what was shared. So, number one, wild Pokemon battles do not exist in Let's Go games. That's very disappointing. Sad news to hear. I still think the game's going to be a lot of fun, but that's obviously, one of the key elements of Pokemon that's a lot of fun is wild Pokemon battles. So again, I guess it kind of works like, like Pokemon Go. You find a Pokemon, you throw your Pokeball at it, and there's no element of actually fighting them like in traditional Pokemon games. So again, this game is kind of that middle ground between Pokemon Go and a traditional Pokemon to kind of get casual Pokemon Go players into actual traditional Pokemon games. And then next year they're coming out with a traditional game, which will hopefully bring in even more players that only played Pokemon Go. That's kind of, I guess, the idea behind the Let's Go games, and as well as the Kanto region for all of the old school players as well, to give them something to be excited for about the game as well. And the game looks great. Don't get me wrong, the game looks great. It's just, again, it's a middle ground between Pokemon Go and Pokemon, traditional Pokemon games. Number two, you can battle other trainers. So you can't battle wild Pokemon, but you can battle other trainers. On choosing Eevee, one reason was that your rival in yellow used Eevee. The character's become massively popular over the years as well, and they've decided to start using him as a partner to Pikachu. So that's why Eevee is the second edition. That's why one of them is Pikachu, and the other starter is Eevee. Number four, it was confirmed that there are 151, the original 151 Pokemon in this game, including one extra Pokemon that has never been seen before. So they made one brand new Pokemon for this game. So technically there's 152. So before in Red, Blue, and Yellow, obviously Mew was the bonus one, the extra one, the 151th Pokemon. But this time, or Mewtwo rather, this time there's another one. There's a brand new Pokemon. So there's a special Pokemon mentioned in the trailer that Go players would meet if they linked it with Let's Go. And again, it's an all-new Pokemon we have never seen before. So that's really exciting stuff. I cannot wait to see what this Pokemon is. I'm just really excited for that. Moving on, my friends, you will still be able to trade and battle in the game, but you'll have to have multiple Switches to do that. You can have multiple accounts on the same console, however. It's also confirmed that there's not going to be any online functionality, unfortunately, so you can't battle online. So again, the only way to do that, the only way to trade and battle is local play, unfortunately. Again, another sad, disappointing aspect of the game. The Pokemon Company views the Switch as a combo home/handheld, so they wanted to take the good parts of the handheld versions and expand them on the Switch. The Let's Go games are designed primarily as home console games, while the 2019 games will have more of an emphasis on the handheld experience, which of course is what we've come to know and love with Pokemon games. They did not elaborate on what that meant though, however. They have other gameplay ideas that they have not announced regarding how Go and Let's Go will interface. Those who play both Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Go will be rewarded. They see the Let's Go games as the next step for players brought in by Pokemon Go to continue with the series, which is why the catching interface / models are the same. The Pokemon games coming out in 2019, however, is what they see as their way to move the handheld experience forward, and they've been working on it since before the Switch released, which is why it will not be as influenced by Pokemon Go. There are plans for the Pokeball Plus beyond the Let's Go games and Go itself. So again, they're going to be using it, I guess, in future games, is what it sounds like. They see the device as the next iteration of the Go Plus. Nintendo engineers helped make the Pokeball. The idea was to create the closest thing possible to an actual Pokeball that really felt like it has a Pokemon inside. The technology used to connect Let's Go and Pokemon Go is Bluetooth. So you guys have, my friends, there are some details regarding Pokemon Let's Go that you may have not known. There's a lot in there. There's some things that are disappointing, some things that are exciting, some things that are understandable and reasonable. A little bit of mixture of emotions, if you will. Obviously, it's really disappointing that there's no battling wild Pokemon. It's disappointing that there's no online, but the game still looks really fun. I think the story is going to be great. I think it's still going to be a unique game. And again, you got to understand that the game was meant, I guess, to kind of be the middle ground between the traditional Pokemon and Pokemon Go, to kind of draw in those casual Pokemon Go players into the traditional Pokemon game. So from a business standpoint, from that kind of view, it makes complete sense. And I still think the game's going to be a lot of fun. I'm still looking forward to playing it myself. But obviously, for the traditional Pokemon core experience, that's going to have to wait till 2019, which, even if, Pokemon Let's Go was not a thing, I was sure that the traditional Gen 8 Pokemon games were not going to come out until 2019 easily. I would have been very surprised if those ones came out in 2018. So let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you make out of these details? Are you guys still excited for Pokemon Let's Go? Do you still plan to pick it up when it drops November 16th this year? Let me know your thoughts, and if you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the comment, share, and all that awesome stuff. I will catch you guys very soon in another video, and like always, until then, game on.